Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. This is the 15-minute chart. Wow, what a day in Tesla. It's wonderful. It is wonderful. Grandpa did well today. I'm currently short at $200.07. $200.07, and I'm short. And, why is Grandpa short? Well, I don't know. I just thought it was the thing to do. We'll see here. I'm going to go through these charts with you, but I wanted first off, I'll say the high today was 201.78. Very respectable. The low was 192, and the close, we closed in the green, grass at home at 199.40. And currently, when you see a red candle in the smaller time frames, like the 2 minute, 1 minute, or the 5 minute, they are buying down at 165, 300 to 600 shares per minute. However, when you see a red candle in the 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute charts, the smaller time frames, they are shorting at 259, which is probably going to be in your future sometime very soon. I'm positive of that. Of course, 165 is going to be in your future too. So currently, them are the two numbers that they're playing with, and so they're doing about 100 shares a minute. At 259 shorting, and they're doing approximately 300 to 600 shares buying at 165. And when they buy on the bottom side, it pulls it down. And when they short on the top side, it pulls it up. Why, I don't know. It just does. Always. Never fails. Grandpa knows stuff. Hey, let's look a little bit at, I was going to mention this to you. I forgot. OTC during the day, they're the ones that shorted 100,000 plus shares a minute at 197.50 last Thursday. And I like to watch OTC. They're over the counter. They're an exchange. They're a market maker. They're over 10,000 little exchanges that went together so that they could compete with the big guys and be a big guy. Took 10,000 of them just to play the game with them. But anyway, they were buying throughout the day, or the afternoon, I probably should say, at 196.60. Just 100 shares a blink, but 100 shares, let's see. I'm trying to add it up here. They were buying about 2,000 shares per minute on average. On the other hand, they were shorting about 2,000 shares per minute at $200.20. And so they were on both sides of their 197.50 number, but just small amounts. 2,000 shares a minute for these guys is small potatoes, but it's big potatoes for Grandpa knowing stuff, Oh, man, Grandpa's gaining money. Oh, boy. Hey, I wanted to point something out to you in our recent past here. I want to go through a couple things quick, and then I'll do the candles. Back on 215, that's not that long ago. I mean, that's not even, 2 weeks ago, Thursday 2 weeks ago, the high of that day was $200.88. And the low was $188.85. And we closed at $200.45. And after we closed, it went straight down because OTC started buying 300 shares a minute down at 105. Oh, 105. Oh, don't worry, we have substance at 107. Like Grandpa, share Grandpa, tell people about Grandpa. They need to know what Grandpa knows. Well, somebody ought to know what Grandpa don't even know what Grandpa knows. So, and that same day they were after hours, and during the regular day they were up at 205 shorting, and that's how they pulled it up, and 105 is how they pulled it down. So, let's see, what else here? I've got a, because closing above 199 is pretty important, Then on Friday, they closed again above 199 at 199.95. On Friday, that's the day we went and got the chairs for the church, and Grandpa couldn't monitor too much that day. And we only had a low of 197.40 that day. It was the tightest range. It was like $2.50 range that day. And then it wasn't long after that, and we had a holiday. And then Tuesday, we closed at 193 and a low of 189. Buying opportunity. Grandpa always says it's a buying opportunity. And so, we bounced around in the low. You could have bought in the low 191 area several times the next few days. And that's what Grandpa wants to do again now, is buy in 190, 191 area. I think that's, a place to get some. We've been up, and this is the third time here in the last several weeks we've closed above 199. So I figure there's going to be a lot of people screaming, "Oh, we're going up, up, up," and we will eventually. I'm looking for 203 and 207 and 209. If we can close above 209, we got a good shot at seeing that 259 area, the mid 250s. But as long as they keep blinking that 165, 300 shares a minute, like they're doing right now after hours, it's going straight down. I'm telling you right now. 300 is more than 100, and they're shorting 100 up above, and but they do what they want. Bottom line, I anticipate it dropping off some, and as everybody, I'm hoping for a rebound. Let's look at some charts here. We'll do the 2 minute. And you can see it's going down. These are red candles. Aren't they pretty? Here we went up. And this 2 minute chart's just crazy. Half these candles are skewed in this simulated trading. So let's look at something that's meaningful, more meaningful. A death cross right here. It crossed and it's coming down. It's still in play, that death cross. But we got a green candle today in the daily, but as you can see, it's got a big wick on the top. Big wick on the top. That's a sign of weakness. Big wick on top. Watch out below. See this one here? Big wick on top. Drop. Big wick on top. Ooh, drop. Big wick on top. Drop. You know, I'm not saying the sky is falling, but we might see the 180s before we turn and come back up here again, if not lower. If we close below 170, you better hold on to your hat, because 101.07 it might be in your future in a real hurry. Grandpa knows stuff. I want to tell you, 100% of my substances, when I give substance, comes true. Has come true to date. Every single one. And listen to my past live streams if you don't believe me. I scream about stuff for months on end that I see coming, and it comes. This is the monthly chart. It's the sell signal. We have substance at 101.07. Why? Because they've been down there 14 times buying in that area, right? As low as $98.90 and 105, and they did the most of it at 101.07. That's why I put it there. But 14 times they went down there, and you will see this number, and Grandpa believes it'll be this year, 2024. That you're going to see it. And so prepare to save some ammunition for 101.07. On the other hand, you're absolutely going to see 284. 280 has is our oldest, absolute oldest place of substance. It's on March 11th, it'll be 6 months since we made substance there. And you're going to see that number in your future. Isn't that nice to know? It's just a question of how long you want to wait to make your money. We also have substance at 269, 252, and a number of other places. But right here on the bottom side, we have substance at 174. But we also have substance at 152. But it really doesn't matter to Grandpa that much, because I know we're going to 101.07, and I know we're going to 284. But you know, if you're swing trading and it gets close in that area, it's usually a place that will bounce and whatnot, and turn around type of deal. Yeah, on Friday I called out. Man, is that 165 is just a humming. She went out. No, she paused. I should go back to the 2 minute. Yeah, she's blinking about 900 shares per minute, buying at 165. Let's look at the weekly. Oh boy, the weekly. Hey, look at that. That is, we don't have a buy signal in this weekly yet. These two indecision candles, look at that sick thing. It's a green candle, but it's a weak candle. It's got too big a wick on it. I'll make it bigger so you can see how big the wick is. You know, it's got too big a wick on the top side. It's not a strong looking thing. If I ever seen one, it just doesn't look that strong. What are we down to? 198.45 and sinking. It's because they keep buying at 165. Share Grandpa with others. Like, subscribe. Uh, uh, Grandpa, toot, toot, toot. I last Friday, my friends, my other analysts were mostly talking that we were going to go down. Well, gee, they were right. After hours, the next day, when you got to see where, they talk a lot about Head and Shoulders, and Grandpa shouldn't tease them because I like to talk about W's and M's. But truthfully, all the indicators are made by the supercomputer we're playing against. And what Grandpa sees in the blinking is what they're really doing. The big money. Where are the big money buying and selling? That's what you need to understand. Grandpa uses Head and Shoulders. I do. I love Head and Shoulders. But I never talk about Head and Shoulders in a video trying to tell you that Head and Shoulders that they see in a candle pattern might turn out to be something. It's like Grandpa trying to tell you that a W or an M might turn out to be something. It's almost, I don't want to say it's witchcraft, because Grandpa talks about W's and M's and silly stuff, but it's borderline idiocy to talk about that garbage, in Grandpa's humble opinion. No, I hope a few of you guys listen to me and you can get mad and comment on my deal. But while you're there commenting, take the time to figure out that Grandpa might know something. Grandpa does know something. Grandpa makes money. How are you doing lately? I don't know. How are you doing? Uh-oh, Grandpa messed up his chart. Oh, I'm getting it. Oh, there it is, 5-minute chart. Oh, it's going down. Grandpa said it was going to go down when it was up here. Oh, Grandpa, you're genius. Not hardly. We'll see. Grandpa better not toot his horn too much. I got to get out of these shorts before, because I want to go long again. I was long early on in the morning. I can't even trade this stupid thing after hours. I can trade my real account, but I'm pretty much done for the day anyway. I'm gonna wait. Grandpa's waiting. Okay, I think I've tortured you enough now. Hey, if you want to trade in actually, the blinking is wonderful. It assists Grandpa with his candles, okay, to make my decisions. And I don't just watch the 5-minute chart. I watch multiple candle charts at the same time that I watch 10 different screens that tell me the blinking. So if you think watching the blinking is easy, you got another thing coming. It's not. And what's even harder, you can watch it. What's the hard part is knowing what they're actually doing. I think this thing is going down. I'm not sure. What do you think? Let's look at the 1-minute chart. Yep, it's going down. Oh, get off that chart. It's scaring Grandpa. I'm trying to find the 2-minute chart back. Yeah, I think it might go down, but I ain't sure. Okay, I've had enough fun. Like, share, subscribe, tell people about Grandpa. Grandpa knows stuff. Where are we going tomorrow? Grandpa wants to buy some in the 193, 191, 190 area, 187. I'm hoping that we get down to 187. The lower the better, so I can buy a bunch more. Well, first I got to sell these shares that I'm short on, but then I want to buy. And then I'm hoping it goes up and tries to bust and close above 200. Maybe 203 next time, 207. I'm looking forward to when it closes above 209. Might be a while. Hey, you know what? Remember that whale alert that Grandpa talked about last week, where they had a whale alert for $200, bullish, a bullish one. Hey, we got a green candle in the 2 minute. Oh boy! They had a whale alert at 200. Well, guess what? It went to 201.78 today, and they made their money. And it didn't take them a year. That whale alert was for a year out. A year out. I don't call that a bullish trade myself, but it's all fun and game, and it's just options anyway. But Grandpa sees in the blinking is real. It's real stocks being bought and sold away from the price point. Sometimes $150 away from the price point. How many of you can see where they're buying and selling $150 for the price point? I don't think there's very many of you. I don't know if there's any of you that can. Grandpa can. Grandpa knows stuff. All good things are from the Lord. Toot, toot, toot. Grandpa's tooting his horn today. I'm going to toot my horn from now on. If you don't like it, oh well, I'll pray for you. I'll even have some of my... I better be quiet here. I'll get in trouble with the pastors. I got some good godly friends and a bunch of really close friends that are pastors, and if they hear me talking bad, they'll tell Grandma. Okay, all good things are from the Lord, and nobody should have as much fun as Grandpa. Hopefully I'll do another live stream later sometime. Bye-bye.